Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mirna Mendez and I'm so happy you decided to be in today's video. So I've had this book on my TBR for a long time. I think I've been putting this on my monthly TBRs for like 4 or 3 months straight, and I decided that it is time to finally read A Little Life. I don't know if I'm ready to read it, but I've been really intrigued lately to start this book. I've seen a lot of TikToks and a lot of Instagram posts talking about this book, how to be prepared to read it. So I wanted to take you guys along with me so you can use my video as reference if you want to start reading it or you decide to not read it. I'm gonna make a short reading vlog out of this book, tell you guys my opinions and whether I recommend it or not. So I have to read the trigger warnings. What I know about this book, which is not a lot, is that this book is about 4 friends who decide to go to New York to try and make it. They're in search of fame and fortune, and we see a lot of struggles of their relationships and addiction, success, childhood trauma. I've seen a lot of people love this book, and I really want to see for myself if this is the kind of book that I enjoy or not enjoy, but like, I don't know how to put it into words, but I've seen a TikTok of a girl who said that the first part is basically about getting to know the characters. So she said that at some point the author stops saying from which point of view you're reading from. She said you should definitely take notes of any small things she mentions about each character. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a lot of notes and highlight and tab a lot of things to really get to know the characters. So let's go to my apartment and establish a tabbing system and a note system. So yeah, let's finally read A Little Life and see what's all about. I just decided how my tabbing system is going to be like. I'm gonna do it with you guys, but I decided that I'm gonna use sticky notes to write the descriptions and things about the characters that I think I should remember. And also, I'm gonna assign a tab for every character. So we'll get a tab for Jude, a tab for Willem, Malcolm, and JB. Those are the 4 main characters' names. And decided to make a tab for quotes, another for sad or times I cried during the book, another one for love and wholesome moments, maybe happy moments if we get those, another one for relatable, and then if I think I should add another tab, I'll add it. So those are the ones that we are gonna work with for now. So I decided that purple pinkish tab is gonna be for JB, the blue tab for Jude, the more purple one for Willem, and this red for Malcolm. So the next tabs are gonna be for quotes, sad or crying, love, wholesome, and relatable. I had to change the system because, as you can see, my fingers in here, the pen started to bleed through because I wrote in the tabs and it didn't dry. So I just changed it to writing here on the page. This is what we are working with. I am really happy with my tabbing system. If I need to add anything else, I just add it right here. And now let's continue reading. So part 1. Oh, I'm also going to start dividing the parts. I've seen people do that to see how much they have until the next part. So I'm gonna do that and we'll start reading. The second day of me trying to read A Little Life. Yesterday I got through all part 1, and as you can see, I've tabbed a lot. I told you guys that I saw a girl said take notes on every character, which as you can see I did. And basically the first part is to get to know the characters, and that's what I'm doing. I'm literally annotating everything they do, everything they like, where they work, where they live, every little fact that I think is gonna be important later. And I really am enjoying it. Their friendship is really special, I feel. I added another tab for trigger warnings and another one for friendship because I thought I would want to stick that out too. And now I'm gonna read the second part, which is a little bit longer than the first part. It's called The Postman. We'll see. I'll update you guys as soon as I get more reading done. But yeah, so far everything is okay. So I just reached the third part of A Little Life. As you can see, I have a lot of tabs, and in the second part we got to see more about Jude and we got to know a little of his past, and it's really sad. His life has been really hard, and it's a hard book to read. I'm currently on part 3, which is Vanities. I don't know if this part is gonna concentrate in another friend because the second part concentrated more in Jude, so we'll see. I'm gonna keep reading. My tabs look so pretty, but yeah, so far it's a really sad book. I'm doing good for now. Hey guys, I'm all better now. It's been 2 days since I finished A Little Life, and I'm gonna start off by saying this is a 5-star read for me, but it's not a book I'll recommend to anyone because it's not a book that everyone can or would like to read. It's a very hard book in a sense that so many deep topics and trauma are graphically and details written in this book, but it's such a heartbreaking book that not everyone should read, especially if your mental state is not in the right space. You should not read this book. However, I really loved it. I thought this book was beautifully written. You get so attached to the characters that they don't feel fictional at all. I actually believe that these 4 characters, especially Jude and Willem, are actual people. I've never connected to characters or loved characters so much as these, and I loved how the author made us fall in love with them in such a deep level that it's been 2 days and I've not stopped thinking about them. I love this book a lot. As I said, the first part, people sometimes consider it boring, but in my opinion, it's not boring because you need to know the characters that much to care that much and understand why the rest of the book happens. Why? It has a lot of triggers, so definitely please read the trigger warnings. I read them and I still had to put the book down at some points because it was so much details and so much heartbreak, and I felt so sick at some points because it's really graphic and the things that happen in this book should never happen to anyone, and my heart was broken a million times. But if you don't know what this book is about, it's basically about 4 friends who try and make it in their careers in New York, but especially centers and focuses more on Jude's life and his past trauma and how that affected all of his life. And we follow him all of his life. We eventually know what happened to him as a kid, why he behaves and why he is the way he is, and that's basically the book. It's really character driven. There's not really a plot, but I did love it. It was 800 pages long and I feel like it should not be shorter. Every detail was important. Every single word was important for the story. So as you can see, I tabbed a lot of this book, and if I had to change something about my tabbing system, was that I should not have put a tab for each character. I should have just put one for JB and Malcolm and like together, and Jude and Willem, they should have their separate tabs. The other tabs, sorry, I would leave them the same. I highlighted a lot. I wrote a lot in the book. Yeah, not for everyone. I do not recommend it, but I loved it. So 5 stars for me. I'm not getting over this book, never. So I don't know if this review makes any sense, because I don't feel that there's a review that prepares you or makes justice to this book. So if you still want to read it, go ahead. I hope you can read it without, I don't know, but yeah, please be in a positive mental state. This book took me 3 weeks to finish. Every time I read it, I was down. I was not in my element. So yeah, not a book you should read for fun, but a book that definitely changed my perspective in a lot of ways. It opened my eyes so much, and this is definitely the book that has changed my life and how I see the world now. So yeah, that's my reading vlog for A Little Life. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I definitely hope you enjoyed it. That's it for me, guys. I'll see you in my next video, which probably will be a cute, positive read. I'm not gonna read any traumatic books forever, I think. But yeah, I just need a fluffy, cute, happy romance right now. I'm actually reading Flawless by Elsie Silver, which is a cowboy romance. I'm enjoying it, but I feel like any other book is not gonna feel like this. I feel like I'm not gonna connect with any other character after reading about these characters. So yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day. If you've read this book, please DM me on my Instagram. I really want to talk about it, or in the comments. So yeah, love you guys. See you in my next video, and I hope you have an amazing day.